these two end tables that I'm going to try to flip. I plan on painting the top black and restaining the legs, and probably painting that shelf black also because it's kind of tore up. I already did a test sand to make sure that it was able to be sanded down pretty decently. The top is actually MDF, so it just has a layer of laminate on top of it. The rest of it is all real wood, so we're gonna see what we can do with these, and I'm gonna take you through the process. And yeah, we're gonna start with sanding. If I was just gonna paint these, I would go ahead and degrease them first, but I'm gonna sand them down and then I'll wipe the top off before I paint it. All right, stick around and I'll show you how I do it. Alright, so the sander wasn't cutting it and the sanding paper wasn't cutting it, so I went and got some of these sanding sponges to get down inside of here. I was having a hard time getting inside this profile, and they make these foam sanding sponges that you can wash out whenever you're done. Like, they get gunked up like that, and you can actually wash that out and reuse them when they dry. So let's get to this. We're gonna get this sanded out and then we're gonna start staining it. I got some early American stain that I'm gonna stain the legs, basically everything except the top and the shelf here. All right, so let's check it out. Take other bits of sandpaper like this and wrap them around the sanding sponge. This is 120 and these are 220. All right, next we're gonna wipe everything down before we stain it using alcohol and a rag. I already stained this one as a test, so it already has some stain on one of the legs. That's how I knew that I was able to use this stain on this wood, and it looked okay. I brought these tables in because it's not good to stain them outside in the heat, because the stain will dry too fast and won't absorb into the wood. So I'm just touching up the stain that I did before. Whenever I was staining this part, I accidentally hit some of these spots. So I'm just gonna rub it on, rub it off. Hopefully that'll fill in the spots that I rubbed off. As you see, this takes a lot of work. So if you think you're gonna get a fast flip and get your mid-century modern look, you can, but you have to paint the whole thing. These tables are in really good shape, so I decided I was gonna paint this, and stain the rest, just because I do like the wood look. I'm a woodworker, and I don't like to destroy all the wood. I mean, this is nice wood, and stained, it looks, I mean, that's beautiful. So I have I'd say about 3 hours into this piece, with a lot of breaks in between, coming outside when my little one's sleeping or in the mornings early. So if you had one sitting to do all this, you could probably get it all done in a day. So the thing that I have, the mat that I put down, is actually a moving blanket from Harbor Freight. They're like $5, so I've had this one for a while. I don't know if they've upped their prices, but they always have deals on them. So if you want something to put your furniture on while you're sanding it, that's the key. I actually sand on it, kneel on it out in the driveway. You see I'm staining on it. I paint with them. I have drop cloths that are canvas, but these work as well. Here, pull it. Pull it. There you go. Good job. Hold it. Is this your hand? Make sure you didn't get any paint on you.
I didn't. I didn't get paint.
Good job. Thanks. Pull that one that way. Pull it this towards Daddy.
Please.
It's okay. Hang on. Let me see if I can get it.
Hey, I can do that.
Well, wait. It's caught.
Well, I could do it.
I know you can. Hang on. I think it's stuck in your feet.
I can do this one.
Alright, pull it. Good job.
Is that all of the tape?
Almost.
Is there still some here?
Now this is the key to getting a good finish. Add some of your base coat to the clear. Not a lot, just a couple drips. Alright, once you have the polycrylic and the base coat mixed together, it'll have some streaks in it, some like white-ish streaks from the polycrylic. Just go ahead and start applying it. Use a synthetic bristle brush. That's going to be your best bet. If you use a roller, you're going to get bubbles. So go ahead and brush it on. You could also use a foam brush, but I like to use synthetic bristle brush. Just make sure to go all one direction. Remember, you have the paint mixed in with this. You don't want to get it on the actual wood. If you did a stain, you don't want to poly over that. With this mixture, you're just going to use the plain poly on that. So be careful here, because it's not taped off anymore. You don't get them on there. So now I'm going to sand the painted surfaces, because I'm going to spray polycrylic over the entire table, and that's going to cover the stained areas and the painted areas. This will actually give you a very smooth finish on the painted area because you're sanding down the clear coat that's on there now. Here you can see I'm spraying the entire tables with the water-based polycrylic. I'm spraying it on the painted areas, and I'm spraying it on the stained areas with a HomeRite finish sprayer. Be careful with these sprayers because they spray on pretty heavy. The polycrylic was not watered down. I'll put the link to this sprayer in the description below. I feel like it sprays really well, and I've used it on multiple projects now. All right, these two tables are finally done. I picked them up on the marketplace for $30. We'll see what I can get out of them. I did the top coat in Eclipse Rustoleum chalk paint, and then I put a couple coats of polycrylic on top. This is in a matte finish, and the wood I stained Jacobean, and I actually put a satin finish on the satin polycrylic on the wood, and then I set them and staged them. So we'll see what we can get out of them, and if you like this video, if it helped you out, hit the like button, subscribe for more furniture flips. Thanks for watching, and have a good day. Alright guys, if this video helped you at all today, give me and Luke a like, and subscribe for some more furniture flipping tips. Thanks. Thanks.